Step into a world shrouded in shadows, where the foundations of learning were built upon a sinister legacy, unveiling the past, the dark history of the evil education system. Brace yourself for a riveting journey through time as we explore the hidden truths behind the institutions meant to enlighten young minds. Join us on an eye-opening expedition that delves into the origins, consequences, and surprising revelations that define the history of education and its controversial past. Education, a beacon of knowledge and growth, stands as a cornerstone of society. Yet, beneath its seemingly noble facade lies a history that often defies our conventional understanding. The tale we're about to embark on is one of manipulation, power, and hidden agendas. In this exploration, we'll dissect the 25 startling facts that shed light on the dark corners of the evil education system. From its inception to its impact, we'll uncover the challenges faced by generations while seeking to understand the path forward. The problem we confront is the stark contrast between the idealistic notions of education and the harsh realities of its past. The evolution of the education system has often been intertwined with political influence, social engineering, and the perpetuation of inequality. Recognizing these issues is crucial to understanding the root causes of the challenges that persist in today's educational landscape. Our solution lies in shedding light on the untold narratives and unearthing the complexities that shape the education system's history. By delving into its origins, methods, and consequences, we aim to foster awareness and drive a more informed discourse. Through knowledge, we can reimagine an education system that empowers, enlightens, and ensures equal opportunities for all. Fact 1. The forged foundations of institutional education. The origins of modern education can be traced back to medieval monasteries. We unravel the hierarchical foundations that laid the groundwork for the system we know today, showcasing how education was wielded as a tool of control. Fact 2. The rise of Prussian influence. The Prussian model introduced compulsory education, shaping the approach of many countries. We delve into its militaristic roots, where education was designed to produce obedient citizens and soldiers, cementing the concept of conformity. Fact 3. The manufacturing of conformity. Industrialization's demand for disciplined workers altered education's purpose. We explore how rote memorization and standardized testing were promoted to create an efficient, obedient workforce. Fact 4. The erosion of individual creativity. The emphasis on conformity led to the marginalization of individuality. We examine how creativity and critical thinking often took a backseat to rote learning and conformity-driven curricula. Fact 5. The gender divide and women's education. Historically, women's education was restricted, perpetuating gender inequality. We investigate how the struggle for women's education unfolded and its lasting impact on societal norms. Fact 6. The eugenics movement's influence. Eugenics ideology infiltrated education systems, advocating for selective breeding and perpetuating prejudice notions. We uncover how education became a tool for advancing discriminatory agendas. Fact 7. The hidden histories erased from textbooks. Many historical narratives were whitewashed or omitted from curricula. We shed light on the systemic erasure of diverse perspectives and the impact on understanding our collective history. Fact 8. The dark era of boarding schools. Boarding schools for indigenous communities aimed to assimilate, resulting in cultural loss and trauma. We delve into the psychological and emotional toll on generations affected. Fact 9. The testing obsession and standardized exams. Testing became the hallmark of education, but its impact on student well-being is profound. We explore the consequences of high-stakes testing and the toll on mental health. Fact 10. The shackles of student debt. The rising cost of education has led to crippling student debt. We delve into the exploitative nature of this debt-driven system and its far-reaching consequences. Fact 11. The digital dilemma, education in the internet age. Technology revolutionized education, but it also brought new challenges. We discussed the digital divide, online privacy concerns, and the impact of screen-based learning. Fact 12. The push for standardization and homogenization. Globalization led to the push for standardized education models. We explore the tension between cultural diversity and the homogenizing forces of standardized curricula. Fact 13. The unequal access to quality education. Access to quality education remains unequal, perpetuating socioeconomic disparities. We discussed the systemic barriers that hinder marginalized communities from accessing quality learning. Fact 14. The role of propaganda in education. Education was weaponized for propaganda in various regimes. We examine how political ideologies infiltrated curricula to mold young minds according to political agendas. Fact 15. The struggle for inclusive education. Inclusive education for differently abled individuals has been an uphill battle. We explore how advocacy and legal battles have shaped policies for inclusive learning environments. Fact 16. The limitations of curricula in fostering critical thinking. The emphasis on memorization often hampers critical thinking skills. We discuss the challenges of creating curricula that nurture independent thought and problem solving. Fact 17. The pressure cooker, mental health and education. High-stress educational environments impact mental health. We analyze the repercussions of intense competition and performance-driven expectations on students' well-being. Fact 18. The teacher's role in a flawed system. Teachers navigate the complexities of an imperfect system. We highlight their dedication while also addressing the challenges they face due to standardized curricula and low wages. Fact 19. The power of student activism. Student activism has historically driven education reform. We showcase instances where student voices led to positive changes in the education system. Fact 20. The role of privatization and corporate influence. Privatization and corporate involvement in education raise concerns. We discuss the impact of profit-driven motives on the quality of education and its accessibility. Fact 21. The digital surveillance dilemma. Digital learning comes with privacy concerns. We delve into the surveillance implications of online education and its implications for student privacy. Fact 22. The exploitation of intellectual property. Educational content ownership has implications for accessibility. We explore how copyright issues and proprietary platforms can hinder open education resources. Fact 23. The need for holistic education. Holistic education focuses on nurturing the whole individual. We examine the benefits of incorporating arts, physical education, and life skills into curricula. Fact 24. The call for education reform. Across the world, calls for education reform grow louder. We highlight movements advocating for changes that prioritize student well-being, critical thinking, and inclusivity. Fact 25. The hopeful future of education. As we conclude, we look to the future of education. Through innovative models, personalized learning approaches, and the power of collective action, we envision an education system that empowers learners, nurtures their individuality, and fosters a society that values knowledge for the sake of enlightenment. Our exploration into the history of the evil education system has peeled back the layers of a complex narrative, revealing the interplay of power, influence, and the quest for knowledge. As we reflect on the lessons of the past, we're reminded that education's evolution is a shared responsibility, one that calls for critical introspection, societal dialogue, and a commitment to shaping a future where education truly empowers, enlightens, and liberates.